On the line, I have June Dawg. Tell everybody where you grew up.
Man, I grew up on 109th between Figueroa and Denver. I grew up at that time growing up. That's when my block was a block you couldn't go down. Every time you look out the window, you seeing somebody getting robbed. I grew up in the era where, it's about 10 people sitting outside on the porch. You got cars pulling up, buying dope. It was like drive-through service. They might flash 10 fingers out the window. That mean they want a dime. If they flip that 10, if they flick it another time, that they want a dub. So it was like drive-through service for the dope. The crack game was high. The dope fiends breaking in your car, stealing your radios at that time was high. So I grew up in that era, man, and it was real tough. So just growing up, watching that, looking out the window, watching that, the gangsters hanging out. But I was always into the music, like the music, because that Ice-T, the Colors, all that back then. I just gravitated towards that. I liked hip hop, the breaking, the graffiti on the wall.
Yeah.
All that shit I took to, man. The DJs, I just love how they blend music in and, the love that they get at the parties. And I was one of them dudes that, when they had the house parties heavy back then, every house party I go to, you could find me by the DJ booth. Even though I'm not a DJ, but I'm trying to get the mic so I can rap. Just let me bust a rap. You know what I'm saying? And all that, man. So I grew up in that era. And I'm glad I did,
All right, so 109th and Figueroa. What was your personal upbringing like? Was your mom around, dad around?
Mom's, pops wasn't not so much. So it was moms. I had a whole bunch of uncles. My uncles was dope dealers and like fly ass niggas. About they had that money. But like I said, I had so much gang activity, right? Front and center where I had to take a part of that. I mean, I took a liking to that, but I also, as far as my uncles being my father figures in my life, because real dad wasn't there, just in and out. So, I took a liking to that, having nice shit, trying to make some money. But as soon as my uncles, do their thing, now my homeboys is the bangers, like B-Brays and my boy 8-Ball and G-Sex and all them. So I'm on the block with them. But when my uncles come around, I want to be a part of them too, because that fast life, that money, it was really looked upon back then too. But I had an uncle who got killed in 1992 named Dean, rest in peace. He got shot in the head. And then after that, my other uncle Donald, he was the kingpin. He had all the money. He got snitched on by one of his homies from the hood that he put on. He did 27 years. He just got out. Thank God for that. He did his whole 27. That was 94. He just got out like last year. So, but all that time they was gone, I didn't have that no more. So now it's just me to protect myself and defend myself. So therefore, the street became real prevalent in my life. So that was something that I really got into, after a while, getting in the shit. I did my high school thing, played football, junior college. Then I got into, really the street shit, said fuck college, did all that, couple back and forth trips to jail and all that shit. But at the same time, I was into my music. So that really kept me from not being full time into the streets and banging and shit. Cause I got a lot of homeboys that's dead or in jail. So, and I've been shot up too. So, but what pulled me away from being on the block 24/7, like, cause when you on the block 24/7, it's a good chance one of them days you're going to get got out of that 24/7. So it wasn't 24/7 for me. It was, I'm there, but then I had something else to do. You feel me? So, that pulled me away, man. And I'm glad it did. That allows me to still be here to this day telling them stories from back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So somebody had to live on. Somebody had to survive to tell these stories from back in the day. And I guess it's me. And I'm going to tell it. You feel me?
Glad you're here, and you're telling it through your music too, and through your interviews and things like that. So keep it alive, man. Something else, man, that I like to keep alive, and I did a whole hour dedication to him on my show, and his name comes up, all the time because I want to keep him alive. I personally think he is the greatest blood rapper ever. But you talked about B-Brazy earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Talk to us about B Brazy and growing up with him. You know, what type of dude was he?
Yeah,
Give us
yeah.
some insight, because man, we
Right.
love B Brazy on my show.
Right, right. See, the thing was, B Brazy, his mom had used to do jerry curls and shit on 109th Place in Fig. She had a shop,
Mm.
So she did the jerry curls for all the homies. But B Brazy was never in the hood like that per se. But he was always at the shop with his mother and all that. And B Brazy used to fuck with Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo grew up on 106. Yeah, on 106 Figueroa. She was from the hood too. I don't want to put her business out there. She was from Devon Lanes, back
my first
then.
Crush. She was my first crush, dog. Real talk.
Oh yeah, for sure. Beautiful lady. So B Brazy was around there. So then he gradually he started coming to 109th, all that. So, but once he came, he was with the shit. So it wasn't no denying that. So now since him being with the shit, he was always rapping too. Always rapping. And with us, my hood is real competitive. We got a whole bunch of dudes that rap. Yeah. Shit, not even in the LA, Pasadena. We got a gang of dudes that know how to do this music. So in my section, B Brazy come around late night. We part of that crew that's out there late night serving dope to them cars I was speaking about earlier. And while we out there, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, we freestyling, we beatboxing, and we battling and shit. And dude was always dope, man. He couldn't deny it. Real talented, left hand dude. Can draw like a mug, man. That dude could have been an artist just on drawing.
Damn.
Every time it comes to writing on a wall, just give him the spray paint. Let him write. He drawing figures and cartoon characters and shit on the wall and dissing people, and he dissing people by drawing figures. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude was real talented, man. Like super talented, man. And it's a damn shame what happened, man, because all these rappers reference him. YG, Gang, all them, they know about this dude. I mean, I'm saying they know about him, probably never met him before, but they know about him. And I don't think that he knew that he had a following big as he did back then. Mm. And remember, back then, it wasn't no, internet, YouTube, and all that shit. We didn't have that. Yep. We was doing this shit off rapping on tapes and, getting the tapes out there. And, the Banging on Wax and all that came about. That spreaded his legacy. But even now, you can do this shit yourself. You feel me? You can put your own music out. You can shoot your own video. So if he would have had that capability now, sky's the limit, man. So yeah, but he deserved all the props he get. Period. Dude, real talented, man. Can't deny it.
Man. Did he used to freestyle back in the day or anything? Because I remember.
All that. Yeah.
Man. When I heard when I heard him on Dom, was it Let's Get High, bitch? Just that opening line was like, damn, who is this voice? That voice was. There was never another voice like it.
When we freestyle, he always go to this line when he freestyle. He say he met a Martian bitch with 3 titties or some shit. Dude, yeah, but he always go to that line when he freestyle, but his imagination was just out of this world, man. He called himself the Martian, Brazy Mac the Martian, or Brazy the Days,
Yeah.
But that's what we used to do, bro. We go get a 40 ounce, a little $5 bag of weed. We go in the cut, roll that shit up, 2 blunts with the 40, with the music, and we on. Me, him, A-Ball, with that, man, and that's where, we developed our skills from. So,
damn.
I would, if we could rewind time, I wouldn't change a thing.
I love that, man. Thanks for sharing that story and keeping his name alive, man. So what schools did you go to?
I went to Locke High School, and believe me, it was, it's over there on the east side, Crip school. But
what was that like?
Oh, yeah, man, I went, I was on the football team, basketball team, I love sports, but I was one of them dudes that in math class, I'm bored, so I start writing in the books and shit. Yeah. Like every time you got Devon Lane Bloods in the book, all this shit, I did it. You know what I mean? Like, I just always found trouble and shit. You know what I'm saying? So now the motherfucking school, they trying to figure out who writing in all the books and all that, and it's me. One dude, I remember I was walking down the hallway, and one dude, he was from, I think he was from Eastside Hustler or some shit like that. He was like, man, I know that's you writing in all them books and shit, right? Yeah, but I done had a few squabbles up there. One of my partners got jumped. He was from Villagetown, Paru. I had to help him in the middle of the field, all that, man. But then I bring my ass right back to practice and all that. And Yo-Yo brother used to go there too, and me and him was cool. But he fucked with all of them. He was good. But me being who I am, I'm a loyal dude, man. If I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you. Like, I never had homeboys where I can go to after school. Oh, we got a party in Carson. We got a party. I'm going back to the hood. You know what I'm saying? With my niggas. Mm-hmm. So therefore the football team after the practice, they trying to invite me to their parties and all that. I'm gonna deal with you when we play football and all that. The games, I'm there. I couldn't do nothing outside of that with none of them dudes. So but they knew what was up though. They knew what was up, and I'd be right there. So it was I wouldn't. I'm never a dude you gonna run off. That's not gonna happen. I don't care what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna be there no matter if you like me or not. And that's still to this day.
When did you start writing raps?
I was writing raps. Shit, when I start writing, man, like, probably. I know I dibbled and dab, was writing some shit like. So when I started rapping, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, because even my big homeboy, Gangsta Lynn, he be like, June, I remember, nigga, you used to be rapping like Dawg Effects back in the day.
Diggity.
Hey, I'm keeping it 100. I'm
Love
a real
it.
dude, yeah. That's how I started, man. I love that shit. I used to love the Dawg Effects and the Fooshnickings and all that other shit. So,
chew. What to do? Timbuk1, Timbuk2. Somebody
hip-hop, bro. Hip-hop,
man.
Hip-hop.
I noticed you used that AZ, one of my favorite songs, Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill. You did a remake to that too, huh?
Yeah, yep. I did that, and it was just like a dedication to all the fallen soldiers and, people that, my homies that's in jail that's never coming home. I spoke on Red Rum, different people like that. But, yeah, I just love hip-hop so much, man, so it really don't matter. Like, people, you got to do gangster rap. Yeah, I do that, but I like to do it with a flair because I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I like to put a little style on what I do, and that brings it ain't just no ABC D 1 2 3. It got to be some kind of flair to the shit.
Yeah. You got a nice flow, man. Before we move on, and before I forget to ask you this question, and another one that we lost way too soon. Very talented dude. We first heard him on Paru Love. One of the dopest verses on that song, next to Bloody Mary, in my opinion. But I'm obviously talking about Red Rum 781. Can you talk to us about your relationship with him and maybe share a story or two?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Dude, real good brother, man. Real good brother. What I loved about him, I love that he will never hesitate to help you.
Man, dog. I before you even said that, I knew you were going to say that, because someone else, I think it was I think it may have been G Love. Somebody said that exact same.
Yeah, I heard that interview.
Okay, somebody. I heard that interview. And then what's a trip, dog, is I didn't even know Red Rum like that, but one of my only interactions with him, he dropped a little bit of game on me about video editing or some shit. It was like just that little interaction I had with him. So that's a trip that you said that, but keep going, man.
Yeah. So with me, the ways that he helped me throughout, my lifetime and knowing him, because I used to go over his house and record. He lived in Watts in the Nicholson Garden. But not only that, when I first linked up with him, he was in Inglewood. Went over there a few times, recorded with him and his brother. But then he moved over there in the Nicholson Garden. So I used to go over there, record and shit. And he used to always tell me, man, look, this is real game. This is what he used to tell me. This is real game. You need your own shit. You need your own hookup. You need your own program, your own mic, record your own music, because you are an artist and you love the craft. You love doing what you're doing. So you need to have your own capability of recording whenever you want. Yeah, instead of just calling me and coming over here and paying me. He was like, stop it, homie. Just get, you need your own shit. He was
that's
like,
real
not that.
Game, because Punk would have said, you know what, dog? They would have tried to keep that money that you were paying him and wouldn't have dropped that game. But a real dude dropped game, and he didn't care if he was going to lose money doing that.
Right, right. He was like, "Look, you need X, Y, Z. You get your Mac laptop." He said, I got a dude that'll put all the programs on there for you. Blah blah blah. Whatever you need. If you need a mic, I got a mic for you. All that shit he gave me. He gave me. Okay, so I went and bought the Mac. Gave him the Mac. Slid him a couple dollars so we can give it to the dude. The dude loaded my computer up with all the shit. He gave me a subwoofer. He gave me a shield to go around the mic. So I bought. Man, he got me started.
That's dope.
And not only that, because I do photography too. And I do video too. So all his lenses that he have and all that, like Lynn, man. I mean, I'm like, not Lynn. I'm like, Ron, I got a gig coming up, bro. I shot a wedding. Charged him $2,500, and I'm telling Ron, I need some of your camera equipment. He was like, fuck that, let me shoot with you. So I brought him in, and we both shot. Broke him off some bread, but like whatever I need, whatever equipment that he got, he'll let me borrow it. This, that, and the other, all that, and he won't hesitate. Like it ain't no hating involved, and that's why dude was special. Not only him helping you, he will spit knowledge to you in real shit and tell you what you need to do to better your shit. But that me getting my own shit really helped me because I got all my own shit now. Yeah. Whenever I got a idea in my head, I put it down and all that, and that's the run. Because other than that, I still would have been paying niggas to rap in they shit.
Man,
but dude was a real dude, man. But throughout all that time, he was he was getting sick, and he done shot. He videoed a few of my videos, and in the midst of him doing that, he'll have these migraine headaches where he'll have to go sit down for a minute, and it'll be some time where we in the session, maybe one of the bright lights in the studio that it would like bother his eyesight or something. It was a whole bunch of shit going on, and I felt bad for bro. And then family issues, with his kids and his baby moms and all that shit, man. And so, not only that, he had issues with the banging on wax shit with the young soldiers, the relatives, and the death row situation. He felt that they wasn't honoring him the way that they were supposed to. He felt that niggas had got plaques and platinum plaques and all this shit, and he wasn't awarded his, and they should have brought him into what they did when they broke off, like the relatives is what I'm speaking about. So with him and Big Y is my nigga too. I love bro too, and I'm the one that bridged them back together because I fucked with both of them heavy, and they both they do the same shit. They both knowledgeable. They both smart with this business, and they both will help you. So I was like, you two niggas need to get back together, bro, and iron this out. So I'm glad that they was able to do that, but man, and shit, man. Ron was a good dude, man. I hated that happened, bro, but
man.
Shit, well, it happened, and my job is to keep this shit going and always speak on it every chance I get.
You know what? Let's play this song actually, because I really like how you flipped it. That Life's a Bitch. I'm gonna go on and play that, and I'm gonna stop it. Every once in a while when a bar pops out that catches my attention, and maybe you can just give us a story on what inspired the bar.
Let's run it.
All right, this is June Dawg. Everybody go to his YouTube. It's June, JUNEDAWG, June Dawg. This is Life's a Bitch, and he's redoing the AZ Sugar Hill track.
Whoa. Real life. Look. Check it out. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on the fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the Reaper wanna come take niggas.
That's a dope hook, man. What inspired that hook?
Well, it was just some real shit, man. That hook really, just for all the people that I know that they was here today and was gone tomorrow. Red Rum was in my mind when I thought of that. B-Braves was in my mind because it's no telling when the Reaper gonna come take niggas. And not only that, when I say about the fake ones, because there's a lot of fake ones that's in your circle. You know what I'm saying? They will they'll talk to you just to get your information and then go fuck around and talk about you.
Man.
Same shit that you told them, like. So I'm like, man, this just, I was just trying to be real as I can be when I came up with that hook, And with me, with my music, I don't write no more, and it's all in thanks for Red Rum. When I got my own equipment, that took out the process of me writing. I used to write, but now I just go record the way I feel.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I punch in, bro. I punch in. I don't just get on there the whole 16 one take Jake. Nah,
couldn't even tell that. Nice.
I might spit 4 to 6 bars the way I feel it, though, the way I want to say it. Because the pen and the paper, it's robotic. It's like, bop, 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 okay. Bop, 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 bop. Nah, if I can just spit it like I'm talking, that's not, you can never write how you talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the raw and the real emotion is how you talk it, not write it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that I love doing that now, and that's my process of making music. Though I just say what I feel.
As somebody who grew up in the studio, I can usually tell when somebody punches in. I can't even tell that you punch in, dog. So you're doing an amazing fucking job at that. That's good shit. Man. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, my niggas suffered in the hood. When you live around here, it makes you tougher in the hood. Keep your head on the swivel with undercovers in the hood. And when you fucking these bitches, you use a rubber in the hood. In the hood, damn, my niggas never understood. We just trying to get a piece of the pie and live good. Yeah, it's blood in and blood out. Ain't no breaking our bond. LIP the girl mad, Lil Louie and Lon Wine.
It sounds like they were close to you. And talk to me about the people you gave respect to. And that's
my boy Lon Wine, man. Oh man, that's another heartbreak.
Is that Lon? Is that the one with the beard?
Yeah,
I saw him drop something on your Instagram. Yeah,
that's a heartbreak, man. That dude, man. His back in the day, his sister used to have a little crush on me, but it was always family. Ain't nothing ever happened. That's family. That's sis too. His big brother Buddha. His mom's good friends with my mom's. Even with Lon back in the day, Lon always was about his paper. I done bought rims from him, shit like that. And, he's so good of a dude, man. If I'm short, I'm like, man, I need to hold something. He like, here you go, June. He just, good dude, man. He done paid for, and to bring a present before he died, we done had homeboys that lost their moms. Guess who paid for the funeral and everything? This dude. He done paid for people's parents' funerals. So, he did a lot for the neighborhood, for the community, man. It's just, I don't, he was in some shit. I don't speak on nothing I really don't know about, so I don't know what led up to that situation where he's gone now, but I could tell you what he's done, and he's done a lot of good for a lot of people, and that's all you're going to ever hear about, dude. He was a real good dude. Whoever going to speak about that, they'll tell you the same shit, man. Real good dude, and flossy, too, like, fly-ass dude, too, man. And then we got a homegirl, Girl Mad. I spoke on her. Beautiful young lady, too, man. Beautiful, she got taken away over there on the east side, got into some shit, man. That's why the shit is crazy, man. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of people that's dead or in jail, and this shit, I'm just glad to be here still, Yeah. So if I can speak about it, I'm gonna rap about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm always gonna tell that story. Just like that.
Let's keep it pushing.
Lost too many real soldiers, so keep it real with your niggas. You never know who might be the one that go kill for you. Red Rum, I feel for you. Your power ruining peace. I keep it gangster like a cuff in the crease. Ain't nobody guaranteed tomorrow. I'ma let it be known. Pouring out some liquor for evil and kill a tone. Damn, I wish Lil P was home. Yes, indeed, it's on. Reminiscing why the beat is on. Why the beat is on. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on them fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the reaper wanna come take niggas. This is for my day ones out of the sandbox. Never will I give up on making our brand hot. Body after body, you can be another numero. Only time niggas get together is a funeral. Damn.
That's deep, man. Talk to me about that last part here.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna go back because
go ahead, homie.
When I first started the hook, I said life's a bitch and then you die. That came from Red Rum. I mean, it didn't come from him, him giving it to me, his life. Because, didn't I tell you he was going through shit with his baby mama? He was going through shit. we used to talk about that, bro. All the pain he was going through.
Damn.
It was life's a bitch, and then you die.
Just like
you feel me? That's what made me say that. Okay, now where you just stopped it at. Okay, I said only time niggas get together is a funeral. I don't even want to go to funerals no more, man. I tell everybody I don't even want to go to the. You know why? It's the reason why, because I will rather remember you the last time I seen you,
man.
Because the last time I seen you could have been smiling, joking. We could have been, clowning and fake fighting, whatever. Because I can trick my mind to say, well, you just out of town. Maybe you in jail. I don't want to see you in that casket because that's going to be my last remembrance of you in that casket. I don't want that. I'd rather have my last memory of you joking, clowning, or whatever the case may be, but not in that casket, bro.
Man, people don't understand me when I say that, dude. I'm glad you said it.
Because that memory, that mind, that last, that picture in your head is something that won't go away. You know what I'm saying? And it's a fucked up thing, man. So I'm kind of cool on going to funerals, man. I go to the after thing, all that. I go say what's up to moms, whatever moms need me to do. Go buy food, bring it, whatever. I do all that, man. But I'm kind of cool on going to funerals because I just want to remember people the last time I seen them.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Over everything. I see BIP Lil Laniac. Lil Laniac was on the Bloods and Crips album, the Donald Riders album, right?
And that was another dude we used to be out there free. He'd be out there with me, Braze, him, Lil Laniac, G Lynn, all of us would be out there freestyling. And Lil Laniac, he was the one. He had that little style. Shit, that's crazy, bro. He was another one. We had a lot of dudes over there, man, that had that talent. Once again, they got taken away. He was another one. He was on the very first Banging on Wax.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. On that, send that crab off too. Ain't no disrespect to the Chris. Yeah, ain't no disrespect to the Chris, but that's what the song say. Send that crab off too, die. He make you say, you suck my battleship. It ain't no shame in my game, my bang. Damn. Yeah.
God. Yeah, I had Crips on my show who said that they low-key used to bump the Blood side, the Paru Love and everything, because it was better than the Crip side. I mean, as an outsider, I'm keeping it real. The Paru side was way dope. To me, was way doper as a hip-hop consumer. And I've had many Crips tell me, yeah, man, I used to bump Paru Love on the low.
Man, if you knew music and if you just love music, you can't. One thing about it, you can't deny good music, man. I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, man.
You can fake it all you want, but the real is.
Speaking of fake, we're going to play Fake Love in a minute, but let's talk a little bit about hip-hop a little bit more, especially about today's hip-hop. What are your thoughts on, because you're from a different generation, and I say that respectfully.
Yeah. Right.
What are your thoughts on the new era of hip-hop, mainly the drill music and how they're disrespecting each other, to the fullest and peeing on graves and not only that, just talking about stuff in songs that they're really doing and getting caught, like basically snitching on themselves. Yeah. What's your whole thought on today's, and that's not obviously the whole genre of hip hop, but that seems to be what's getting the most push right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What I'm realizing is fuckery gets a lot of attention, and if I have to get with the fuckery to get the attention, I don't want it. I'm gonna stay in my lane, do what I do. I got my fans that deal with me. I don't too much, the drill shit, the Chief Keef, I think that's his name, and all that shit. Then they had the little white rapper named Slim God or Slim Jesus.
I remember, yeah. That was
and everybody was on his head trying to get, because he said the guns was fake. And man, that's all clown shit, man. I don't. I was turned off a long time ago from that shit, but some of that shit was cool, but not cool enough for me to stay focused on it or bumping it wherever I go. I'm straight good, man. As far as the new shit, like on the West, I'm with it, but some of it, man, I'm gonna be real, man. Some of this shit, I'm gonna be 100. And not to say that I'm just the dopest motherfucker in the world, but some of this shit, like the lyrics be garbage, but the beats be fire as fuck. And, I'm in the lyrics too. So some shit be garbage, man. But it is what it is. I mean, a lot of if the masses like it, what my little opinion matters. So it is what it is, man. But my thing is, I just stay in my lane. Not to say that I don't think outside the box and jump outside the box to make it happen, because I do a lot of collaborations and all that. But I just got a strong belief that if you master your craft and stick to what you do best, it's going to get noticed. You know, if you being the best that you can be and doing the best, you know, because if you if you playing, if this is sports and I'm a wide receiver and I do what I do, I'm the best wide receiver at going deep. Just throw that motherfucker deep, and I'm the best fool that's gonna go get that shit. I'm gonna be noticed. You're gonna take notice that this motherfucker right here, you know. So just do what you do and do it to the best you can. I don't have to do the drill. I don't have to do none of that because they're doing it and that's what everybody likes. Or doing the hibbity hibbity gibbity rap because that's what I don't have to do that. I'm gonna do what I do to the best that I can do it, and I'm gonna make you notice that because I want to do it so well, and that's my belief. So, and at the end of the day, shit, if motherfuckers don't gravitate to it, I'm still not gonna lose no sleep about it, you know, because I just do it for the love, man. I do it for the love, and it's gonna shine through one way or another. And like I said, shit, if it don't, man, I mean, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. I got a wonderful life, so it's good. I'm still here, you know.
Are you familiar with the Clubhouse app?
It's a podcast, right?
So Clubhouse is it's an app where you know, people just go on and talk, and they talk trash, and it's led to a lot of people giving up some information and things like that. I'm just curious if you're familiar with it. If you're not, we can.
Yeah, is that what Whack 100 now?
That is with Whack 100 in them. Yeah, he's probably the most known affiliate of Clubhouse.
Right.
So yeah, basically, that's that. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that whole app there?
Well, I got a homie that Whack fucking with right now named CEO Reek. You know, he's from 120 different. Yeah, he from 120 different lanes. He's official, and I back him. That's my homie. I've ran into Whack 100 a few times, and it was all love, and you know. So, but as far as me sitting back, it's I don't know. It's just a lot. I try to listen to it, but all the arguing and back and forth. Yeah. I hate gossip. I'm a dude that don't gossip. Say if me and you in a conversation by ourselves, and you mention somebody or whatever, by the time I leave you, I don't forgot what the fuck you said, because I'm not one of them ones. I'm not one of the ones that carry what you said, go to the next dude, man, you know what, man, he just was saying, man, he didn't like, I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, you know, all that, because it's female, that's female tactics. Yeah. That's female shit. All that gossiping and, well, I got this on you, I got a recording, or I got a picture. I don't do none of that shit, bro. I'm real 100. Like, all that snitching and all, I don't do none of that shit, bro. We in this shit together. We get caught. I ain't got shit to say. Well, if you say some shit to me, I'm not, when I leave the room, I'm leaving that shit what you said in the room with you. I'm good. So, but I just, man, I stay far away from that shit, man. I try to listen to some of that shit, but that shit, it gives me a headache, man. Because it's too much, blah, 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 blah. It just sounds like a gang of brawls arguing and fussing. That's all I hear. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it, man. I can't. It's nerve-wracking. It's like, so shit, that shit remind me of my kid's mama just fucking arguing with her or some shit. You know? So, yeah. So I leave it alone, bro.
There you go. Well, shit, man. We've unfortunately lost a lot of rappers in the past couple of years. Some really talented cats, man. You know, Draco, Slim 400. I mean, shit, King Von. Like, the list goes on and on. You know, as a gentleman from a different generation who's seen a lot of stuff, lived through a lot of stuff, you know, talk to these youngsters and maybe give them some advice on how rappers, especially if they have gang ties, how rappers, you know, with ties to the street should move when they're traveling, you know, state to state, city to city. It's shit, even in your own city.
Yeah, shit, I believe, man, you gotta, first of all, your mentality gotta be different. I mean, I know it's certain ages you're in different headspaces. Like even for B-Brace, for an example, at his time he was banging on, off the chain with it, but you can't do both. And I know it might sound cliche. I know people say the same shit. You can't do both, but it's really reality. You can't do both. You can't bang out there 24/7 and expect to be one of these top dudes in the music in the entertainment business, because you're gonna get caught up gangbanging, or you're gonna get caught up in the street. I mean, it's nothing wrong with gangbanging because everybody's from somewhere, right? But you can be a gangster, but that don't mean that you gotta be doing what the gangbangers are doing. Like, you can always be keeping gangsterism. Niggas know ain't nobody gonna, try your gangsterism, but you can't indulge. And even if you have, it's time to take a step back, because now this money it's going to be money involved. You can feed your family. You're trying to, it's bigger shit to accomplish. Then you can bring some people up with you. And I think that's more important. And a lot of people they can't cipher the two, like, everybody not your homeboy. I was once told that you can't bring everybody with you, and that's the problem. You're trying to bring everybody with you, but everybody you bringing might not be on that same page as you. They might be out to get you too. Could be your own homeboy. There might be some jealous motherfuckers. A lot of these dudes getting killed in their own city, getting killed in their own hood, getting killed by people they know. It's really no longer they got killed just on a random act. It's a motherfucker that been plotting to get you, that been, or some shit like that. And somebody that you probably even know, that you helped back in the day, something like that. So it's just, your circle got to be thorough, man. And you got to know who's really real. And a lot of these dudes is getting caught up because their circle is not really real like that. It's chinks in the armor. And wherever those cracks are, all that fake shit is sliding right through. And that's how they getting caught up, because I keep my circle nice and small. I move how I move. Whoever gonna fuck with me. And I don't need no shit. My thing is, I fuck with who fuck with me. And I'm gonna leave it as that. If you wasn't fucking with me all that before, it ain't finna be no new niggas, and I don't need to have my crew all like that. I just need people I know I can depend on. I know that they got my back, and we've been doing this shit for years. Ain't no new shit, like that. I'm a different cat, man. I sit back and just watch these dudes, man. And I'm not out here trying to prove myself to anybody, so I don't need to be doing the extras that's out of my character just so I can get approval from motherfuckers who want me just to get on their level anyway. Their level might be reckless. Their level might be careless, or whatever the case. I had one of the homies from in the pen. I ain't gonna say no names, whatever. I love him too. That's my boy. But he was telling me that my record, the same team. He was like, "Damn, blood, you can't take all of us on you with that ride because we ain't all peace treaty like that." Blah blah blah. But see, we speaking from two different spectrums. I'm on the street. He's never coming home. I'm on the street, right? I'm trying to better our situation. Our situation is my community, the same community he's from. I'm trying to better my way of living, my family's living, and me dealing with the other side. Only reason I'm dealing with the other side is because he has the same mentality as me. He's trying to better his situation. This ain't no Bronco, what I'm saying? But
you talking about Bronco?
Yeah, I'm talking about Bronco. Yeah. Exactly. But it's some my boy Mike D. He's from Compton Avenue Crip. I fuck with him heavy. Real dude, real cat. Like dudes like that. They got their mind on right. And they ain't with that bullshit. They about family, money, loyalty. Because blood don't make you family. Loyalty makes you family. So because your family is blood, they'll be the ones that stab you in the back first. So and that's what I'm. But me trying to understand the homie, he's behind the wall and they moving like that. But we on two different, two different paths. But my thing is, allow me to better my community, to better my space. So therefore, I can try to help you if you need help, because that's how it's gonna work. But I don't appreciate you trying to step on my or blow my candle out, my shine, because you feel like that. And I gotta live my shit, man. But so I just do me, man. I live mine, and I'm gonna run my own program because I've been doing it that way. And if anything ever comes about, I look out for those that deserves to be looked out for. And then I don't need no new niggas in my circle, none of that shit, So I keep it all 100, man. I keep it all Figueroa, bruh.
Shit.
So
that's probably the best way to segue into the last song that I want to play before we call it a night, man. Fake Love featuring BR. Let's go ahead and play this. Are you on the first verse, or is BR on the first verse?
No, I'm on the first verse, but BR, that's my little brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name Baby Rue. I'm trying to put him in.
Shit, hell
yeah. He gonna get going too. He the one really got me going with this not writing shit too. So I got to get that to him.
Okay.
Like, man, fuck all that right, So yeah.
I love it. Let's play this Fake Love, man. Once again, June Dawg, JUNEDAWG. Follow him on YouTube. You writing that shit, by the way. I must say, you are writing the fuck out of that track. I got to take that shit back. Hold on, dog.
Hey, remember, I didn't fake love.
Ooh, that's a deep line right there.
And remember, none of it's written. None of it's written. It's going in. Let's go.
That's off the dome too, which is even more impressive, dog. You know what, man? That's a deep line, because every Sunday I do a segment on my show where I talk to my homie who's doing life in prison right now. And he tells me we talk the good, we talk not the good, we talk the bad, the gritty, the grimy, the most grittiest of shit about prison life to deter kids from hopefully going that route, right? That's the whole purpose of the show. And that last line you said something along the lines of dudes taking or something like that, shooting in the street but taking in prison or whatever. Which is one thing that he shared with me, man. He said, the big homie out there, big such and such is a big man on the street, but behind doors he's busting cheeks, dog.
Man,
talk to me about that line, man, and that whole situation, dog.
Yeah, man, it's like you do what you do on the street, because when you gotta keep in mind, it's dudes in jail that ain't never coming home, never. And what these police do when they lock you up, they throw you right in there with them fools. So no matter what they do, I know a nigga that he got his teeth knocked out, all that shit. They him, all that. So now he got to come back to the streets though. He getting released. But on the streets, he wilding out doing what he do. But then he in there with some cats that's on a whole nother level than him. So they did what they had to do. But it's just a fucked up thing though. So I can't even wrap my brain around that, and I don't want to do no shit like that. Shit, man. I just spit the lines how I just imagine the shit, but the stories that I hear, shit like that, and it's true, bro. Niggas got to come out, get fake teeth put in because they got their shit knocked all out. They got fucked, and man, who wants to live like that? Like you said, you telling these stories to the kids. I mean, come on, bro. Like, do you want to live like that? Like, there's no coming back from that. Like, I can't imagine, man.
Man, yeah, man.
I just try to spit them lyrics vividly and as I can. Like, hopefully,
you did. That's good. It stood out, man, and that's it's gonna catch somebody's ear.
Right, and it's not a pretty thing. It can't be.
Yeah, man. All right, let's keep it going, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, tell BR. Yeah, that's what's up, dude. Good shit, homeboy.
Yeah, you're gonna hear more from him because we got a whole bunch of shit together, man. So you're gonna hear plenty from him.
That's dope, man. That's dope, dog. Well, man, it was a pleasure talking with you, man. I hope we could do it again, man. I dig your vibe. Absolutely. I dig the music you're putting out there. So I just want to wish you, the best in everything you do. I know you're going to continue to keep doing great things, man, and keep your, like you said, keep your circle small. And I see great things ahead for you. Where can everybody find you, man?
Man, they can find me. They can Instagram me at June JUNE _ T like Tim THA1 That's Instagram. You can the Twitter's the same. It's June the 1 on Twitter. You can get all my music, like all that music you played, the Fake Love, the Same Team, all that. I got new releases. Just dropped a song right now with my boy Papa Smurf. I got LA to the Dinas, that Fake Love record, everything. I'm on Spotify, Google Play Store, Pandora, wherever you get your music from, you streaming music, all my shit is available. So, shit, man, I'm just grinding, dropping shit after shit,
Yeah, man. Well,
so make sure y'all grab it.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely put a link below as well, man. It's been a pleasure once again, Dawg. Thank you so much, man, and I'll be in touch, all right?
Appreciate it, man. Much love, bro.
Much love, homeboy. Peace.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to Dusty Vision TV. Please hit that like button if you have not already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, you just might appreciate this bonus clip I'm about to play for you right now. Let's go back. 14 is around the time you said you really started doing your thing. If you could hypothetically, chill, talk to a 14-year-old you, what would you tell him?
Oh, that's a good question. And I tell him, just to get out of the streets immediately, change your path because, life and time is precious. And those are two things that you can't get back, and you can lose any one of them at any moment when you're in the street. Like I say, if you're really out there gangbanging, you can lose those. And not to really get off course, but one thing that sometimes somewhat disturbed me sometimes when I was in prison is I'd have dudes who claimed they was gang members ask me, what was it like doing life? And they would tell me, man, I don't think that I could do life. Then my response was, well, then you really wasn't out there gangbanging. Because if you're really gangbanging, you can get life. You can get life just being in the car with your homeboy. You can, and I actually ran across a couple of people who fell asleep in the car. They homeboy ended up shooting. They stuck to the code and didn't say nothing. So now you got a life sentence. And so, so I would definitely I would have told myself just, to change my course and find something better productive to do with my life,
What made you start your channel, man?
Well, my channel was basically, I started my channel to put my raps on there. Like I say, I had a love for rap at some point in time when I was in prison. I had stopped rapping because I didn't think that I was ever going to get out and be able to do anything with it. But I always had that passion. So once I was released, I hopped right back into it. And so I started rapping and I wanted to, release some of my music. My plan was to make some mixtapes and put them on there and stuff. And so at some point in time, I was going to this producer and he called COVID. And so at that time I had like 173 subscribers and I didn't want, I didn't want my people to stop checking for my page. So I was thinking like, well, dang, what can I do? And it dawned on me that people were always extremely intrigued when I told them that I had done 24 years in prison. They want to hear about, the stories and what happened and what was it like up in there. And so I just started telling some stories about being in prison. And one day I looked up and one of my stories had probably done 7,000 or 8,000 views in maybe about 5 or 6 hours. And then it climbed to somewhere around 16,000, and so I just continued. So actually I got into doing the prison stories, just really luck. It was, basically just luck.
I encourage everybody out there to check out his channel, 16 to Life, number 16, DALIFE. You will be very, very entertained. Great channel, great content, positive cat. Man, what's next for you and where else can everybody find you? The floor is yours, dude.
Okay, so what's next for me? I'm going to continue to drop more music. I would like everybody to check out I got a song called Never Gave Me Therapy. It's on all streaming sites. You can also go to YouTube and type in the number 16 DA Life Music. That's 16 Life Music. I have several videos up there that'll pop up. I have a lot of audio songs that'll pop up. You can also find me on Instagram at 16 to Life, as well as I have a web page, 16tolife.com. It's a web page. I have merch for sale up there, my music, and so that's pretty much it.
Love this song right here, dude. This never gave me therapy. This shit is so dope, and that's a big deal in the Black community, the Latino community. Is we don't seek therapy, and I'm going to encourage everybody out there, if you have the resources, which we all have the resources. You've been through some shit, please talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody, man. I mean, a lot of you guys, including my man Chill here, have seen things that, you know, a dude that went to Afghanistan and Iraq and Vietnam have seen. So don't think you're a punk if you need to seek therapy, man. Is there anything you would like to add to that, just even talking about this song?
No, just pretty much like you say, man. Just you know, don't live your life according to the opinions of others, man. Trying to live up to someone's expectations will definitely lead you down the road you don't want to be down.
Man, 16 to Life, Chill. I really appreciated this conversation, dude. I love your whole vibe. I wish you much success, and dude, I look forward to staying in touch with you, man.
All right, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. And like I say too, Dusty, when you get a chance, be sure to type that in, 16 to Life Music. I have several audio songs up there, several videos. I definitely think you'll enjoy it.
I'm on it, homeboy. This is my vibe right here, man. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Peace. I've heard people say the streets are a lie, the streets are a myth. What are your general thoughts when you hear things like that?
Okay. I went to prison. I took some charges. I went to prison. I was what I would say what keeping it real is, you know. I ain't gonna let y'all go to prison. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna take these charges. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But then at the end of the day, the when you get a chance to firsthand see it, it really is a myth. Like it's like a 92%, 8% thing. Scarface said that one time. Like 92% of this shit's just fucked up. It's only 8% of the people that are gonna hold to the realism of the rules and morals or the ethics of the streets.
What's the difference between gangsters when you were coming up and gangsters in 2020?
There are no gangsters in 2020.
Break it down.
Okay. Gangsters, when I was coming up, like I was taught by the dudes before me, they were gangsters without being gang members. You know, it's a hustle. It's a less violent thing as possible. It don't matter. It's not about who shoots the gun the most or who whoops the most ass. It's about having the mind and using your mind to elevate not only yourself, but those in your circle to be better or to move on or to give back and reach back and teach the next one. You know, it's like each one teach one. Nowadays, that don't go on. Them dudes got these dudes crashing out, doing dumb shit. A lot of dudes don't got into this social media shit and making mockery of their damn self on social media and acting as if they're gang members. You know, it's like I'm the big homie, but I'm on Facebook arguing about a bitch. That's not what goes on. Or you know, I'm on Facebook teaching you how to sell drugs on Facebook, or hustle your weed on Facebook, or do this. You know, it's no teaching. It's no teaching of the game. It's no elevation of the teaching of the rules, because the rules have been totally ignored. Like if you're a civilian, there are no rules. Like you are on a whole different code. But if you're a gang member, there's supposed to be rules and charters. It's supposed to be big homies, YGs, TGs, OYGs, and such and so forth. But the big homies are supposed to be the ones that influence and pretty much control the flow of what's going on. And the young dudes just don't respect that no more because nobody's doing none of that no more.
You know, probably the biggest change from when you first got locked up to when you got out is social media. What are your general thoughts on social media and how gang members interact with it nowadays? And it's getting people locked up. You know, things they're doing on camera is getting them put behind bars. What are your whole general thoughts on that?
On the one hand, it's like, okay, if me and you take a picture together and I'm throwing up a gang sign and we get in trouble, you're a gang member. I think that's wrong. Like that's happened to my son even. Like, you know, you're on a picture with some dudes just because you got on blue and they throwing up gang signs, that means you're a gang member. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy as hell. But then the infiltration of gangs on Facebook is the most amazing thing, because you have these dudes that try to question people, or more or less like, who are you? What are you? Well, I know this, and do you know this, and do you know this? And people are actually giving the people the game of the game. Like, I might not know nothing about gangs. I can go on a Crip group and learn about Crips. So I know a little bit or just enough that I can feed to somebody else to like, okay, I know a little something, now you give me some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not have knew this then, but look, I went on the site and I seen that Crip stands for this. So I tell you Crip stands for this, and you ask me, do I know this? And I tell you, you just enlighten me because I don't know, and I've been misled. Then I teach you stuff that you ain't got no business knowing.
Damn.
Yeah, you never know who's behind the keyboards or what their purpose is behind the keyboards or none of this stuff. Man, this shit is super watered down, bro. This shit is like Kool-Aid with no sugar. like this is what it's like, you know. And then like the people that are getting the fame for the gang activity are like the lowest of the total pole. Like Tekashi is a perfect example. You get all this you sold hundreds and hundreds of millions of albums, probably 1 billion streams.
Mm-hmm.
But what you taught people is to be a rat. You taught gang members to rat. Like, you ran with some dudes that were real dudes. The dudes you ran with were real official blood dudes. Okay, you running with these dudes. Okay, the whole time you're running with them, they're not saying you're not right. They're not saying they're using you or nothing. They're just letting you do your thing and they're backing you. So you're teaching the youth to act as if they see you act. So they say music influences the culture. That's what their opinion is anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a motherfucker like this doing, like, it's no more Scarfaces anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's no more Ghetto Boys. It's no more Dr. Dre's. It's no more Nipsey's. It's ratifying it. Yeah, that's like non-existent nowadays.
3 people in Long Beach were shot at Shoreline Village. Shoreline Village.
No, with that developing news right now in Long Beach.
3 people shot in Shoreline Village.
It's a 14-year-old boy, a woman, and a man all shot. And police say at this point it's unclear whether they all knew each other or any of them did. Right behind us, you can see where it happened. There is a mix of restaurants and businesses, some private and some public boat slips. Take a look. And that's paramedics rushing the woman to the hospital. Investigators say it appears she was eating at a restaurant and may have just been a bystander who got caught in the gunfire.
That's some bullshit.
The teenage boy and the man both got to separate hospitals on their own. At this point, how they're involved is unclear, as is whether the shots were fired from land or, as you mentioned, from possibly a boat. Detectives
Possibly bussing from the damn boat.
to say they do not know whether or not there's a shooter who got away. They have not recovered the weapon involved. They were able to get security footage from nearby. They say it's dark and it's grainy, so right now they're just trying to better understand what happened and why. Long Beach police say they got here near the Yard House restaurant right before 11 o'clock last night. Now back out here live. Shoreline Village, very busy on the Memorial Day weekend. They say there were witnesses out here. They're hoping someone can help them understand what happened and may have seen something. At this point, they say there is no danger, they believe, to the public.
No danger to the public, just N-words being N-words, that's all. Nothing to see here, just N-words being themselves again, guys. Go back to your normally scheduled program. Nothing to see here. I know exactly where this is. Not necessarily Shoreline Village. I'm talking about everybody knows where Shoreline Village is if you live in Long Beach. I know exactly where this happened, if I had to guess, because I ride my bike there all the time, often. It's right in view of the Queen Mary. Shoreline Village to your right, and there's a little bike path area right there. And every once in a while, I will pass a yacht filled with a bunch of ghetto motherfuckers. Ghetto as shit. All the other boats are quiet as hell, but this one boat is loud as shit. And it's always parked right next to Shoreline Village. I've seen it 2 or 3 times. I'm not saying this is the same boat, or maybe they rent their yacht out or their boat out or something like that. But for whatever reason, the ghetto mofos dock right here. I know exactly where this is, because they said Yard House and all that. I know where that is. Like, I could close my eyes and walk there if I had to right now. I know that area. But I swear, this one yacht, not every time I pass, but I'd say 3 times a year, I see a yacht with a bunch of ghetto motherfuckers on it. And it's one yacht, and there's probably 30, 40 people on it. On a yacht that's probably meant for 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. But they got 47, 45, 47 people on this yacht. Hey, girl, we all gonna pitch in $30 and we get a spot on the yacht. And then they're all up there getting their Instagram, doing their Instagram selfies and stupid stuff like that. Yes, man, I have a good feeling of where this is at, and it makes perfect sense. But damn, they said they were busing, quite possibly busing from the yacht, from the boat. It was probably somebody's hood day or something like that, because motherfuckers with the hood day, the motherfuckers with hood day, they'll rent a boat quick. 250 Parus on a boat. And they just celebrating hood day. I've seen it with my own eyes. So I don't know. Something tells me that's what happened at Shoreline Village. A relatively quiet, safe place to go, but Long Beach has so many hoods in it, and everybody's beefing with everybody, every different race. You got Asians banging too. Long Beach is something different, and they all want to go by the beach and hang out, right? So on any given Friday or Saturday or Sunday, some BS like this can happen. That's why I stay away from certain ish. I ride my bike and I mind my business. But that person, one of the people who got popped, was minding her own business too. One of the people who got rushed to the hospital, she was sitting down eating dinner, chilling. I know exactly where she was eating at. They have a bunch of restaurants right there. Tequila Jack's, Yard House. They have that Asian spot. Is it Benihana? Whatever that Asian spot. I mean, they got a few restaurants right there. I know exactly where they were. And this lady was just minding her own goddamn business. And this shit pops up. But I don't know. It's kind of not cool at all. What do my Long Beach people think about this, huh? Shoreline Village of all places. It's getting crazy out there. Be safe. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this story. 3 people hit at Shoreline Village over Memorial Day. Oh, Memorial Day weekend in Los Angeles was on fire. On fire, man. Many people did not make it to Memorial Day on Monday. Many people didn't make it. It's really sad. It's really, really sad. I'm just hearing stories, and I'm not going to talk about anything personal, but there's a lot of things going on in LA right now, and I'm not digging it. But hit that like button if you haven't already, and if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button.